It's been a year, Daddy.
Hello and welcome to the tour of my 6th sketchbook tour. I had trouble finding the energy to get this sketchbook out sooner, but here I am, a month after its completion, doing the sketchbook tour. As per usual, I will try to link all the stickers on the cover in the description below. For the introductory page, I typically draw my sauna with a few things relating to me at the time. I also included the thumbnail sketches I did on the left. Also, now I'd like to mention the content warnings here, even if some will likely be censored out. Here I wrote my goals for this sketchbook and started my follower tracker. Then I experimented with a few different mediums to help get a feel for this sketchbook. Here is when I hit 10k on TikTok, so I made this as a little thank you for all of that. Then all of the right page was me continuing the process of redesigning my OC Chandler. I wanted to give him a Plague Doctor theme, but this isn't quite what I wanted, so I continued to redesign him in my current sketchbook, and I'm much happier with how he is now. This was when I finally caught up with Jujutsu Kaisen. So while watching it, I made my first gouache painting in a long time. I'm really happy with the result. It was really difficult to get the colors to match because I had a limited supply of gouache. Then on the right I sketched some quick poses, and then the ones I like I would make into Yuji. This is probably one of my least favorite spreads in the sketchbook base. But here I drew some Oliver's Antics fan art. And then this ugly ass drawing of Ko with an outfit that was supposed to an homage to their old outfit, but this isn't it. Here I really wanted to use the color combination of yellow and green because it's one of my favorites. But I attempted to do a style study of Gorillaz because I really like the art style they have for their music videos. Then here I redesigned Reese. This is one of my favorite drawings of her. She just looks so cute. Here I redrew this scene from the Owl House with Lumity. But then here I tried learning how to draw owls a bit better, but none of these are great. Then here I did some male anatomy practice. I don't think I've ever really sat down and studied them. And this was really helpful, and I'm really proud of all of these. Here I fleshed out my OC Times design. Then all these were done while watching Prize live stream, which makes sense if you know them. These were all thumbnails for an animatic I still haven't made yet. I think if I do make this animatic, I will edit down the audio to have it be relating more, because unedited it's really repetitive. But this was an acrylic painting I had to do for art class that I just taped in here because I didn't like it enough to put anywhere else. This was a drawing I did of Reese for Lesbian Visibility Week. Then this was an Huhu marker drawing I did of Ko as a clown. Then this was when Heartstopper came out, so I drew Nick and Charlie. It isn't my favorite show, and I think the Wit comic is much better, but I really like all of these drawings. All these sketches were me figuring out how I wanted Ko's clown costume. Then this watercolor piece was much better in my head, but it's okay. Then this is a redraw I do every year. But I wasn't super proud of this one, so I just kept it in here. Then here I drew some K-Town fan art because I had seen them in concert recently. Underneath though I added in a bunch of stuff I got from Etsy orders. I stole the mood tracker idea from Cry Creations sketchbooks. But then all of this is from my friend Soapy Leaf's Etsy, which I'll link if I can remember too. But this painting on the right was the first gouache painting I made with Himi Gouache set. The painting is basically a vent piece about my allergies. This spread is kind of a clusterfuck of a ton of things. I really like this doodle I just scribbled down for a TikTok. Then this was me just messing around with some oil pastels I had. This is one of my favorite spreads in this sketchbook. Here I made a drawing I didn't like, so I painted over it with some acrylic paint, and everyone on TikTok was either mad or told me to Weezer it. But instead I drew my sauna painting. But then this is a manga redraw I did of a blue period page because I really loved this scene. And as a bonus, I really like the drawings. These are all sketches I did for a TikTok. This was from an Etsy order, and then this is a vent piece I did with my son. As the halfway spread. This is the introduction of what I like to call Future Ko. The main thing is that their hair is in a ponytail and then they have a moth tattoo. but I really liked how Co looks here, but Reese is also pretty nice. This was more of me tweaking Chandler's design, but here it doesn't look too different. Here's some Owl House fan art. Here I was going to do another Cavetown painting, but I gave up. Here is some LoJack Horseman fan art, but more specifically Sarah Lynn fan art. These are the swatches I did for my gouache set. Then here's some rare blonde Sonna, take it in. And then this came with one of my other Etsy orders. These were both more gouache practice. I have a hard time making the faces in gouache, so I just covered it up. But I really like this painting otherwise. Then this was me redesigning Casper. They were the OC I made on the YouTube channel, but for their new story they needed a much different design. But I'm really happy with how they look right now. This left page just contains a tad too many spoilers. But then this page I just drew a lot of Reese. I really like all of these drawings, especially these two. They're really cute. This is another one of my favorite spreads in the sketchbook. I drew Co drinking olive oil, but I forgot to color the bottle, so everyone assumes it's wine. Then this is a scene from part of my OC story. You can decide what kind of tension is going on between them. But this is them when they were both kids. Then this is a screenshot redraw from the Owl House Season 2 finale. And also, this is when I opened my Etsy shop. I currently have 3 different art prints and commissions available on there, but let me know if you guys have any other art print ideas. These were some errand doodles I did in Micron. These are sketches I did at school and then stuck in here. This was an art project we did for school. I personally just wanted to add in anything from the newspaper that I thought was funny, which include Brandon Urie and Ed Sheeran. This was another gouache painting that I really liked but never got the energy to finish. Here's the first half of the June mood tracker. I tried drawing wolves because, spoiler alert, they are a very big part of Time and Caper's story. Then I asked Cry what I should draw and he said I should draw Miku, so I drew Miku. All these drawings of my Sonna were done while I was listening to an audiobook for a book I was supposed to read months in advance. Then these were some gesture drawings I did on Line of Action. Here I drew Chandler and Dawn because they have a really sweet father-daughter ESC relationship. Then here I painted Co with gouache. And I love everything about the drawing except for the fucking eyes. I also included my thumbnail I did as a practice for my final watercolor painting in art class. The thumbnail for this is better than my finished illustration. I have this cat girl that I've redrawn many times. I really like this drawing outside of the face, that there's not enough contrast between her skin and the line art on her face. But you can definitely tell that this is when I started losing interest in this sketchbook and just wanted to move on to my next sketchbook. But I still really like this drawing I did of Dylan from TikTok. I'm gonna guess that you know who she is, but if not, you should definitely check her out. This is when I went camping with my friends, so I drew 2 of the campers that were parked next to our site. Then I made this vent piece, and I really love the sketch a lot. Here I took a bunch of doodle requests from people on Instagram. A lot of people requested Stranger Things characters because the first part of the season had just came out. And because I was trying to just finish my sketchbook quickly, I reverted back to my comfort zone and just drew some Amity sketches. Here I made a co-collage page, and I was gonna try and do something similar on the other side with my other OC Finn, but I got lazy. I do really like Co's page, but the right page looks so fucking goofy with just the Dutch crunch bag. A lot of this is just me drawing my Sonna over and over again because I was just reverting back to my comfort zone. But then I was also thumbnailing the front page of my next sketchbook. I was truly not putting in effort at this point because I just wanted to be done. And then this is the goals recap and social media tracker page. I accomplished my goals of trying more mediums, character designs, animals, and doing studies. And finally we reach the last page of the sketchbook. I just finished it off by drawing my Sonna. Then all these sticky notes are from my school sketches series on TikTok. And that was the tour of my 6th sketchbook. I hope you liked it. I'm sorry that I took a whole extra month to upload this sketchbook tour, I got hella lazy. And now for a sneak peek of my 7th sketchbook. I drew my Sonna in their new clown outfit and I'm currently really obsessed with it. I also felt it would be appropriate to share Chandler's updated design. I'm really happy with where it is and can't wait to keep drawing him. Anyways, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.